June 1st, 24. You guys kind of missed it yesterday. Trey came over. We didn't record anything. The computer was already shut down and turned off, and we were also already high by the time we made it to the basement because he rolled a fat-ass blunt while he was sitting in the car before he even got out. So we sat outside and chilled for a minute, smoked, and then came down here and chilled for a minute and smoked more, and we was high as a motherfucker. And then we went upstairs and played Fallout. So that was pretty cool. Today, nothing has happened so far that you need to know about, except that later today, there's a possibility that either I'm going to a meeting with some music people, or I'm doing an episode with a mechanic, or I'm going to Pride, because today's Pride Day, and they're doing an event downtown. So one of those three things, or two of those three things, but probably not all of them, is what I'm going to end up doing today. So you'll find out throughout listening to this, because it's either going to become the next day, or it fucking won't. So we'll see. All I know is, for right now, I got to give you the official salute. Yes, sir. That was a hard hit, like I was actually hitting a pipe, but it wasn't. It was just me lighting a blunt. I was just doing it dramatic as shit, so you'd have the ASMR, AMSR, MSDS. I have MS. I don't remember what what was I doing? Anyway, here we go. Yeah, I'm smoking this blunt like it owes me money. That's going to be bad later when I don't have any more weed, because this is the last of it. But I've already hit it like twice today. I mean, like I've lit it, hit it a couple times, put it out, lit it, hit it a couple times, put it out. It's still over half right now. Well, it's about half right now. But it's been hitting, man. It's been doing its job. This shit, yes sir. This shit is the truth. I would tell you who I got it from. You know them already, but I'm not going to. Just because I don't know how they feel about it. But I got numbers, and it's legal now. So if you're in the Cleveland area and you need something, you can let me middleman for you. I don't mind that shit. I'll put in a call for you. Because all of y'all that are listening are my homies, and everybody that I would reach out to is people that I'm pretty chill with anyway. So that's fine. At least until the store's open, right? So you can hit me up if you want. I'll try to find you some. Then you can just break me off a little nug or something. I mean, I don't charge a price. You know, you don't have to throw me no extra or nothing. Just be a homie. I know sometimes you gotta grab it and take off. I get that shit. Sometimes you can chill and kick it and spend a little of it with me, but you ain't gotta do all that. If you need to go, you gotta go. I'm just saying. That's why I say middleman, because I'm not trying to make no profit on this shit. I'm trying to bring all of my motherfuckers together. You know what I mean? Yeah, know what I mean? Alright. Now I have about 2 thumb fingernails left. And now we're down to the roach. Probably got about another good 2-3 hits left on there. Probably about that much, you know what I'm saying? We're just gonna burn this little bitch right here while we get started with this episode and figure out where it's gonna go from here, because I have no idea where this day is gonna take me, but it's gonna take the episode in the same direction. So get ready to find out with me. I mean, by the time you find out, I'll already know, of course, because that's how time works. But I'm just saying shit. I kind of want to throw this in the pipe right now and not save it for later. Those have to be some aggressive sounding hits. I can't wait to edit that and be like, what the fuck? Are you eating the thing? Alright. So I am now. I've pulled out the tiny little pipe, the little guy, the palm-sized motherfucker that has no name, because you motherfuckers ain't named him yet. Get on Facebook, get on Instagram. I have had some suggestions. I will be closing the polls eventually on this, so the suggestions will be what I'll go on. If enough time passes and no one's giving me anything cool, I'll just go with what's there. So, fine. Because if you'd like to name a pipe, you can go on to Facebook or Instagram at thecircuspod.com. At the Circus Podcast page, and you can see the fucking pictures of the items that you can name around the room. One of them being the microphone, one of them is the little pipe, and then one of them is the big ass water bong, which I will be getting rid of at some point in the future, but not soon. We talked about selling it to Trey, but he's got one. I don't know where he's at on wanting one or what, but we're still going to clean it up and name it, so it's still going to be here for a while, and it's still going to be in the community, so it's still going to stop by and visit us on occasion. So, no biggie. No loss. All right. Looks like there's a pretty good little roach packed in here. Gave me about a half a bowl, and here we go. Oh, I blew the fucking fire out. Dumbass. Also, when Trey was here, I cleaned out this. I changed the screen in this glass piece, and it hits a lot smoother now. So I'm sitting here trying to take giant puffs, not just out of habit, and all it needs is a tiny little pull. Because check this out. I'd say full strength, that was probably about a 4 out of 10, and it still almost got me. Oh man. And then we pulled out some albums. We listened to the song POD on the Collection album by Bone Thugs, and then we listened to the Michi Darko album, the Gothic Luxury. And I found out that he's hip to Flatbush Zombies and, other people who fuck with Flatbush. So if you fuck with Flatbush, just know that we both like Flatbush Zombies. Every day, me and Mary Jane. I heard there's a remix. If you haven't heard it, you need to look it up. If you are into Flatbush Zombies and you like the song Palm Trees and you haven't heard the remix with Snoop Dogg in it called Still Palm Trees, you need to check that out. That goes hard as fuck. I need to put that in the playlist. I put Medication by Damian Marley and Stephen Marley on the playlist. Let me see what else I got. I'm about to just read the playlist off to you guys real quick. We have, if you don't know this, we have a Circus Pod playlist on Spotify. And when you come over, we can put both of our phones together and start a jam, and however the fuck that works. I don't know how it... you don't have to put your phones together, but you know what I'm saying? If we put them on the table, then we can see what we're doing, and then we push the buttons and shit, and then we link up, and then we can both control the music at the same time. I'm just not going to record the music because I don't think I can yet, until I figure out otherwise how to. But yeah, I do have some content like that though on my TikTok, so if you want to check out my TikTok, it's Nuri Barrett. I guess. I don't know what it is, but I think it's Nuri Barrett. But I just say goofy shit on there or just post little dumb shit. I used to be more active on it. Now I just do this all the time. I'm that guy, like, there's that guy that every time you go around him, he talks about the same fucking thing that he's involved in. And I'm trying not to be that guy, but I realized I say podcast 87 times an hour. I don't know. I don't mean to. And I'm trying, not really. It's not really like that, but it's like it comes up. It comes up. You know what I mean? It comes up often. So I'm trying not to like really over talk about it when that's not the situation. But because a lot of times something will happen and I'm like, oh yeah, since that happened, I should tell you about this. This happened. Except it's the other day on the podcast because that's what is happening for me. So I'm the guy who fucking talks about his fucking podcast all day. His stupid ass podcast where he just sits around and smokes weed, talks to his friends. I mean, if you're into that sort of thing, I guess it's okay. But if you're not, it's fucking stupid. But I guess that's how it is with everything, isn't it? Every kind of music and every kind of podcast and every kind of media in general. If you're not into it, it looks fucking dumb. I'm not into church and it looks dumb. But some of y'all motherfuckers be dead ass serious about that shit. And I'm not hating on it. Do what you do. Do what you do. You feel me? There's already been talk of crossover episodes between podcasts. I don't know if that's going to happen because the podcasts are so significantly different. So, I don't know if the vibe would mesh. But I will check it out. I'll do my due diligence and look into it and see about it and talk about it and try to see what I come up with. But as it stands, I don't know if I want to do it. Just to keep it a buck. And sadly, that is all the weed for now. So we'll have to check in later and see how the day goes. Peace and ease. So we're later the same day, and I just remembered that I was going to read the playlist off to you guys. So we have Smoking Reefer, Still Smoking by Mystical. We got Brand New Hunters with Tech 9. Hood Gonna Love It. It's either Smoking Buddha or Buddha Lovers. I think it's Smoking Buddha by Crazy Bone. And then we got Come Smoke My Herb by Michelle Degacello. Buddha Lovers, Bone Thugs and Harmony. We got Medication by Damien and Steven. Smoking While Driving with Snoop and some other people. And Come Around by Collie Buds. And Smoke Break by Flatbush. So go on to Facebook and find the post that I put up, and you can add to the playlist. Yep. And then I also have an update about the day. As soon as I stopped recording earlier and walked out of the room, Billy met me at the door and was like, "Can I paint your fingernails?" And I was like, "Fuck it. It's Pride Day. We have a pride flag outside. We're probably going to go to the Pride event." And anyway, so I have my nails painted and they alternate light blue to purple. So, and we're going to Pride Day. All right, and I'm back. And we did go to Pride Day. It was me, my wife, one of the twins, and the 5-year-old. Yeah. It was pretty fun. Pretty cool. We didn't stay very long. We walked around a couple times. It was really hot. But we went and we saw and we conquered. And now we're home. Then we had pizza. Now it's like almost 8:30 at night, and the person I was supposed to have show up today has not shown up and hasn't texted me back for hours. So I might be getting stood up again. I'm not sure, but we'll find out at some point tonight, within the next couple hours, whether or not that guy is a lying piece of shit. So stay tuned and we'll find out together. He also promised he'd bring some head change stuff through, which would be great because that blunt I smoked a few minutes ago for you was hours ago for me. It was at the beginning of the day and now it's the end of the day. And that was the last thing I had. Which is fine. I'm fine. But the fact of just not having any alcohol or weed in the house is fucking annoying. So hopefully our friend comes through in a minute and we have a good time and some good conversations and shit. And yeah. Yeah, it's not after 9 o'clock unless we're going to have this fucking thing going until 3 in the morning. He's not showing up, so I'm just going to cut this off and make it another under 20 minute fucking episode. So that blows dick. But I'll see you on the next one, and maybe it'll say W/ in the title. Anyway, blah, blah, blah. We'll see you next time on the Circus Podcast. And as always, remember, keep your sphincter tight and go fuck yourself. Have a great day.